Count Negretto Silvius. Game shot, sportsman, man about town, confidence trickster.
Please, sir.
Here it is.
And now, diamond thief.
I'll have him. I'll have him.
You can't go in there.
It's quite all right, Mrs. Hudson.
Dr. Watson.
The Count is expected.
Well, you might have warned me.
I want to talk to this man in private.
Stay where you are, Watson.
You have gone out of your way to annoy me. You have set your creatures upon my track.
My creatures? I assure you no.
2 days ago, it was a cabman. Today, some booming old fool at the palace.
You give my little impersonations too much praise.
So, you admit that you have dogged me. Why?
I want the Mazarin stone.
You've come here to find out how much I know and how far my removal is absolutely essential. Well, I know everything except one thing which you are now about to tell me. Where is the Mazarin stone?
Well, how the devil should I be able to tell you where she is?
Do you know what's kept in this notebook, Count? You are all here. Every action of your vile and dangerous life.
You know you will make nothing of that.
Here is the robbery on the Train de Luxe to the Riviera. And here, oh, in the same year, Count, is the forged check to the Crédit Lyonnais.
No, you are wrong there.
Then I'm right on the others.
Now, Count, you are a card player. When the other fellow has all the trumps, it saves time to put down one's hand.
What has all this to do with the Mazarin stone?
I have the cabby who took you to Whitehall and brought you away again. I have the attendant who saw you lurking near the jewel case. I have the jeweler who refused to cut the stone up. That's the hand I play from.
But one card is missing. Queen of Diamonds. You're wasting time if you believe I have her. Continue to dog me, if it amuses you. Don't amuse me. And remember, hair trigger.
How can he hope to dispose of it?
The jeweler said it would take weeks to cut up the stone. Only a man called Presbury could do it in less time. And he's dead. But the man who killed him may still be alive.
What did he mean by hair trigger?
He means I won't die in my bed.
These are post-mortem photographs of Roger Presbury. Rather unpleasant, I'm afraid. You must be used to such sights, Doctor.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And what can you tell us of his murderer, Inspector?
A man called Winter. I've got his photograph here in our rogues gallery somewhere. Found guilty of manslaughter, sentenced to 5 years. Oh, released 2 months ago. Here he is, a native of Chicago. James Winter, alias Mycroft, alias Evans, alias
John Garradeb.
The man you know as John Garrideb once worked for Roger Presbury.
It's quite extraordinary, really.
Get away with him! Get away! Get away! Get away! Get out of the way! Be off!
Way.
Be off! Officer!
My dear Watson, Presbury dead 5 years. Identify Garrideb's lodger, Holmes.
God, I thought it was you.
This is proof. He feels my boot very close to his backside.
It must be very wearisome for you trying to keep this place tidy, Mrs. Hudson. My sister and I are quite used to clutter.
It seems that this John Garrideb is an imposter. His name is Winter. Well, I told you, Emily. I didn't like his eyes.
It was the bone structure, dear.
You simply didn't have it.
A telegram arrived a moment ago.
Thank you, Mrs. Hudson. Now, ladies, please.
Please come to workshop. Urgent information. Ike.
It is very important that you tell me about your American lodger and why he left your household.
Oh, he didn't leave.
He simply disappeared.
Do you remember when?
When? Oh, dear. Sir, 4 or 5 years ago. Isn't that right, Emily?
Give or take a few months, yes, dear.
Then your brother took over his room.
How clever of you to know that, Doctor.
Miss Garrideb. Miss Garrideb. Oh. And Miss Garrideb. Watson, would you be good enough to escort these ladies home? I have urgent business to attend to. I'll follow you later.
I'll try to persuade Nathan not to travel to Birmingham.
We should be so grateful.
It could cause irreparable damage to his health.
Forgive me, ladies. Two of the finest detectives it's ever been my privilege to meet.
Such a card.
I really am very sorry.
What's done is done, Mr. Mycroft. Van Seder is in London. It plans to return to Amsterdam before tomorrow night.
Who is Van Seder?
He has a boat down on the Thames, I don't know where. He will take the Mazarin stone to Amsterdam.
I'm sure the stone hasn't been cut.
Well, you see, it can be cleaved. Split down the grain with a single blow.
Would Presbury's assistant have the necessary skill to cleave a large diamond?
He may convince others that he has, but not me.
The man is a criminal, Mr. Garrideb.
But he doesn't exist. He doesn't exist.
Trying to tell you that, haven't we?
Nonsense! You're jealous because I'm about to inherit $5 million.
I have no right to insist, but it's my professional advice, Mr. Garrideb, that you should not travel to Birmingham.
Out of my way, young Watkins, unless you wish to be trampled underfoot. When I return tomorrow, I shall be a wealthy man. Houston!
Doctor, my sister and I will have to retire shortly.
There are plenty of spare beds if you wish to sleep, Doctor.
Oh, no, please, don't worry about me, Miss Garrideb. I'll just stay there.
Oh, well, there are plenty of cushions. Now, let's plump them up a little more comfortable, I'm sure.
No, please, don't let me keep you awake.
I'll just draw the curtains for you,
Oh,
Doctor.
no, please, it's all right.
You will help yourself to tea and cake, won't you, Doctor?
Oh, thank you very much.
Or there's a little sherry, if you prefer. Don't hesitate. In fact, I might just...
Come along, Emily, dear.
Bid you good night, then, Doctor.
Good night.
clear, is it?
Yes.
Splendid. Oh. What an extraordinary room.
I'm afraid Mr. Garrideb is on his way to Birmingham.
Oh, that's excellent. This is much more serious than I thought, Watson.
You may need this.
Does the candles, Watson? Is that sherry?
Yes.
Not bad, this sherry. James Winter, I presume.
Watson!
Are you all right?
I saw the gun in his hand. I didn't... You got the wrong man.
I think not, Mr. Winter.
It was Presbury's idea.
Presbury's dead.
When he was alive, sir. You gotta believe me. He went to the museum every week for 3 years.